Yeah.
unless I'm there with the person,
Yeah.
hard for me to believe your story. Now, that was the first.
I tend to agree with that logic with a couple exceptions, but continue.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna just get this. Let me get the second one out the way
No, of
real.
course.
So that was when I was like, I think I was 17 for the first one, which would have been 2011, roughly. And so years later, maybe I want to say like it was maybe 4 years ago now. What would that be? Like 2016 to 2015, maybe.
Yep.
Around then, I was at a local park and I was walking in the nature trails, but with two of my friends. So this is where it gets like cool, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So we're walking in the trail, sun starts to go down, and we leave the woods, and we're gonna go back to my house. So as we leave the woods, it's daytime, or it's kind of like a gray sky sort of, and there's clouds like everywhere. It's like overcast, I guess they would call it. And I just once again look up just because that's like nature, and there's a fucking five, like I think five white lights in a sideways V formation, like a mighty duck formation, and I'm with two of my friends, keep in mind. So what do? Since I've already seen something like this once, just a different style. First thing I did is tap them on their shoulders, like, dude, look. They both look up, don't say anything, but they see exactly what I'm looking at as well. And we just like kind of watched it. And see, I can't, to this day, I don't remember, or it's hard to see because it was an overcast day. I don't know if it was five separate lights, like five separate vessels or whatever, or one big one. You know what I'm saying? Because you couldn't see the sky because it was gray. So those were my two experiences. The only ones I've ever had in my life. Which so it's enough. It's enough to make me 100% certain.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. I've got two as well, I think, but unfortunately, like I said, like kind of like I was saying earlier, like I believe that there's something else out there. I'm not sure, if they contact us, I like to think that they might continue to, but personally, I've never seen anything like that, like alien wise or like up in the sky or anything, personally. I'd love to, but I just haven't. But if I'm talking about like the other aspect of it, like the ghost aspect, kind of, or at least that's what I kind of process it as in my mind. I remember one time, this was recently too, this was probably, I don't know, maybe 2 years ago at this point, 3 years ago. I remember I'm laying down in bed and I'm with my girlfriend, who is still my girlfriend at the time right now. And we're laying down in bed and we're both dead asleep. And it's the middle of the night. And, like, I, like, all of a sudden, like, get this.
No. Luke.
Feeling, like, even though I'm asleep, but I could swear.
I lost
I,
you
like,
for a
opened my
second.
eyes. Yo, can you, are we recording? Yeah, we're recording.
I just lost it for a second. I don't know. I was muting it because I was trying to take a drink, but I don't know. Continue. Sorry.
It's all right. But yeah, so I was sleeping, and I like opened my eyes, or I swear I like opened my eyes, and I see this like little, what seems like a little like black, figure that's like shrouded, and like. It's like so dark that I can't see any like features other than like hair that's kind of like lower than shoulder, so it kind of seems like a little girl. But she's like just probably maybe a foot taller than my bed, and she's standing at the end of my bed at my feet on my side of the bed.
Oh my God.
And what?
I said, oh my God.
Yeah, and I lift up my right foot, like instinctually, like I feel my heart start like pounding, and I go to swing to like kick her in the head, just because it was like that scary, and it's the middle of the night, and like for some reason I can't control my foot, and it goes in like slow motion, and then right as it's about to connect with her head, I like wake up and snap out of it, in like almost in like a screaming like thing, and I like sit up straight. And I tell my girlfriend about it, and it still like sticks with me to this day, because like it felt so real. But like I guess apparently my mind tells me it's a dream, but like I could swear that it's not. And then my other one would be when I was like a little kid. I was probably like, I don't know, 6, 7 years old, something like that. And I used to sleepwalk a lot when I was a kid. I don't know. I was like an innocent little kid. I was like super nice as a little child, and but I used to sleepwalk. And I remember we were down at the Cape, which is like a beach kind of deal here in Boston. And so my parents rented a cottage on the beach, and we're all sleeping. And I like sit up in my bed, and I'm like half awake, half asleep, but I don't have control of my body for some reason. But I feel myself stand up, and I know like my eyes are like halfway open, like the way I'm seeing through my eyes would be like if you were like squinting but trying to hide the fact that your eyes were open. But I don't have control of my body at all, and I just feel my body stand up from my bed and start to walk. And whatever it was makes me walk to the front door of the cottage. I open the front door and I walk out, and our house is literally like on the beach, like you can see the ocean. So like I'm walking towards the ocean. But luckily someone in my family like heard the door open, and they run up and they shake me and they like smack me a little bit, and they're like, Luke. And I still continue walking, and then finally somehow my dad gets me to like snap out of it, and I'm like, what the fuck? But all I remember in my head was like something forcing me to like go towards the water and try to like drown myself, which was like really strange. And then my parents stopped going to the Cape after that year, or at least to that part. But those were my only two experiences.
How many times did they smack you? Was it like one smell, like Luke, wake up, or was it like Luke?
No, it was a lot. Like they were shaking me. First they were yelling, then they were shaking me. Then they just like smacked me lightly a couple times, and then I guess eventually like I woke up.
You know, I can see you being like a nice innocent kid when you were a kid.
Yeah, it was really strange.
That's fucked up, Luke. They were trying to take your, or whatever was trying to take your innocence. They probably saw your innocent soul.
Pure. Yeah, I don't know what it was, but it was really weird.
Man, that is weird. That is really weird, and I'm glad that didn't happen, because and what the fuck, too. That makes it really creepy. I mean, you think about like a New England fucking Cape, like nighttime, and just drowning yourself in there. It's like, whoa.
Yeah, especially at like 6, 7 years old.
Yeah, and no one would have known that was your experience. You know, no one would have known what was going on inside of your head. You know?
Yep, exactly. It was very, very creepy. Even as a kid, it was creepy. I like cried for like hours that night.
Well, they do say that oh shit, you know what, man?
What?
We got to look and see what time we started recording.
I think it was around 9:40, but yeah, we could probably get close to wrapping up. You know
what we should do, just so we're not because we could be over or we could not be. What we should do is we should stop this, see how long it is, and then we'll pick up. Pick up.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, you can do that, and then hopefully we'll be back, guys.